All right, y'all. Welcome to the
All right, y'all.
Philippines.
Hope you guys enjoyed the music. What did you guys think?
Awesome. Got some thumbs up. Wonderful, you guys.
Just know that some of the parts of the video was not filmed in Philippines, but in some Asian countries like Japan for the most part.
Uh-huh. Okay. My son thought he saw the Statue of Liberty in New York.
Okay, so
And then
I think
I observed Golden Gate Bridge too up in the Bay Area.
mhm. Awesome. So I think they're celebrating you know, Filipinos who are in different places in the world, as well as in the Philippines as well. So I'm sure that's probably why you guys saw all the different places too. So this picture behind me is actually of the Philippines. And so do you see how clear the water is? How beautiful the water
Oh
is,
yeah,
right? So I'm actually gonna show you
very
guys.
tropical place. I've never been, but it's a tropical place.
Yes, it is, and it's beautiful.
South Korea, it's they have 4 seasons. It's cold, but what was the background last week? It was just some temple, right? Like some Buddhist temple.
I'm sure, yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, awesome. So I'm actually gonna drop another video, Mr. Ajit, that I want you to share in the chat about the Philippines. And you guys can actually, I'm gonna put it in the chat so you guys can watch it back whenever you like. And
Sorry, is it going to be through the chat here, or the email? Another video.
I'm gonna drop it here in the chat for you, and then Mr. Ajit, you can share it again.
Okay.
So we're gonna learn a little more information about
The Philippines.
All right, so go for it, Mr. Ajit.
Just a moment, guys.
In this week's Mix List, we check out 10 things you may not know about the Philippines. Number 1. The Philippines is the only country where you'll find the jeepney. A descendant of the U.S. military jeeps left over from World War II, the jeepney underwent certain modifications to suit environmental conditions and accommodate more passengers, eventually making it one of the most affordable and common forms of public transport in the country. Jeepneys are also known for their colorful and kitschy decorations, which have become a symbol of Philippine artistry and culture. Number 2.
Sorry.
The Philippines has approximately 180 languages, one of which fuels one of the most profitable industries in the country. Most of these 180 languages are said to be indigenous. 8 are major dialects spoken by a majority of Filipinos, and 2 official ones, namely Filipino, or the standardized language spoken almost all throughout the country, and English, which is taught in schools at an early age. Since most Filipinos have quite a good grasp on the English language, call centers have flourished in the country, providing thousands of jobs with an estimated profit of $25 billion in 2016 alone. Number 3. The position of the Philippine flag conveys a message of peace or war. Elements of the Philippine flag symbolize traits and qualities Filipinos possess or strive to achieve. Combine this with the proper way the flag is positioned, will send a clear message as to what the state of the country is currently in. Hanging horizontally, if the blue stripe is on top, the country is in a state of peace. If the red stripe is on top, however, the country is in a state of war. When hung vertically, if the blue stripe is on the left side of the observer's point of view, then the nation is at peace. But if the red stripe is on the left side, then the Philippines is at war. Number 4. Filipinos take religious festivals very seriously. Having been under Spanish rule for over 300 years, the Philippines is 90% predominantly Christian, majority of which is Roman Catholic, and were traditionally taught to honor God and other holy figures during religious festivals. Some of these festivals, however, tend to be a bit extreme depending on one's willingness to show his or her devotion, such as the Feast of the Black Nazarene during January and the Passion Play or reenactment of Jesus' crucifixion during Holy Week. Number 5. Speaking of religious festivals, the Philippines is known and prides itself for having the longest celebration of Christmas in the world. Christmas season in the Philippines starts in September when Christmas carols are played on the radio and some Filipinos start decorating with Christmas ornaments such as giant lanterns or paroles. Then the festivities typically last until the first week of January on the feast day of the Three Kings. The season culminates in what is known as Simbang Gabi, or night mass, where Catholics attend 9 masses leading up to Christmas Eve. Then afterwards, people partake in the Christmas feast, or Noche Buena. Number 6. Basketball is the most popular sport in the Philippines. Most Filipinos love basketball. It's become a national obsession. Whether it's watching the NBA or the country's very own PBA, people tend to stop what they're doing and enjoy the game with such ferocity and passion. The passion for basketball also extends beyond televised games, as the sport is a popular pastime among Filipinos, with courts and makeshift courts scattered along streets and organized tournaments that pit neighborhood teams against each other in local basketball leagues. Number 7. A Filipino owes the patent to the karaoke machine. The world's first karaoke machine was called the Juke 8 and was made by Japanese inventor and musician Daisuke Inoue in 1971 in Kobe, Japan. But it was Filipino inventor Roberto del Rosario who was granted the patent for the machine karaoke sing-along system, which he invented in 1975. Karaoke's popularity quickly spread throughout the Philippines, making it not only a popular pastime, but also a form of entertainment that has permeated even Philippine pop culture. Number 8. The antibiotic erythromycin was discovered by a Filipino doctor. In 1949, Filipino doctor Abelardo Aguilar was the one who chanced upon a bacteria which would eventually lead to the development of erythromycin, an antibiotic used to treat upper respiratory tract and skin infections. Unfortunately, Dr. Aguilar was never compensated before his death in 1993. Royalties he asked in order to set up a foundation for poor people to gain access to health services. Number 9. The Philippines is one of the countries most frequently hit by natural disasters. There are 2 systems that make the Philippines prone to natural disasters. The first one is the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area where a large number of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur, and the Typhoon Belt in the Pacific, which means an average of 20 typhoons are most likely to hit the nation, 5 of which are potentially destructive. Aside from these 2 systems, the country's location and geographical makeup also make it vulnerable to tsunamis, sea level rising, storm surges, landslides, flooding, and drought. Number 10. The oldest university in Asia can be found in the Philippine capital of Manila. The University of Santo Tomas in the city of Manila is said to be the oldest existing university in Asia, being founded by the Dominicans in 1611, and is the largest Catholic university in the world in a single campus in terms of student population. The title, however, is slightly contested, with the University of San Carlos in Cebu claiming to be the oldest school in Asia, having been established by the Spanish Jesuits in 1595, initially as Colegio de San Ildefonso.
You ever wondered what actors and actresses do when they
All
have
right,
to get
Mr.
in
G,
shape for
stop the
a
video, please. Thank you.
I promise you, it's not the same.
Mr. G, thank you. I'm sorry, you guys. All right. What did you guys learn from the videos? Anything that stood out to you about the Philippines? What about how many islands there are? Did you guys hear that? How many islands? Do you guys see all these islands here?
Oh, aren't there like over 100 plus islands?
Mr. G, let the kids answer. Kids, what do you guys think? Hi, Andrew. How many islands do you guys think? I know Mr. G said a lot of islands, right? But how many? Did you hear him? About how many islands? Any takers? Did you guys hear that part? There's well over like 7,000 islands in the Philippines. Is that pretty cool? Yeah, I think it is. Well, we are gonna get started. Philippines is a beautiful place to be. And so when you can, you are gonna get to travel there. Travel there and get to have a great time with friends, family, especially with things opening back up. We will see what our year holds. So yeah. All right, so are you guys ready for us to get cooking? Okay, I know you guys are muted. So,
Yes.
can you guys see me good down here? Okay. So today we're going to be making a chicken adobo
Let me go. D2's gonna get
from the Philippines.
you back.
And we're also going to be making our awesome funnel cake today, which is gonna be so good, so good. So the first things we're gonna start off with are our,
Hey, what are you doing?
Broccoli.
Oh, we gotta wash it. I forgot, dude.
we're gonna start off with our, we're gonna start off with chopping up our onions and our garlic.
Onions and garlic. I chopped that up.
Yeah.
Put it in the thing. What?
Tom?
Onions and garlic. I put it in the chicken.
Oh, you putting your chicken already? Okay. You know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that because when I read back the instructions myself, I was like, I shouldn't tell them how to marinate it.
Right. I was sitting there trying to figure it out, and I said, you know what? I guess all the ingredients, because when I read the instructions, I said nothing says do anything else. So I guess all these ingredients are marinated.
Well, you know what? It's still gonna be fine. Like how you put it in the seasoning, it's still gonna be fine because we're ultimately gonna put it in the we're still gonna put it in. It's still with the chicken, so it's still gonna cook down. With the chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, can I make a side dish?
What's
You said,
that?
can you make a side dish?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Sure. What kind of side dish you want to make, B2?
Because with the chicken adobe, I'm gonna grill some onions
Ooh.
and sort of make like this veterinary chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, go ahead with the chicken.
So I pulled out the onion.
Okay, so you're gonna do
Good.
that. Okay.
Well,
Well,
so
you can
here
Yeah.
I have my seasoned. I have my marinated chicken in here. So for those of you who if your onions are already in here, that's fine. If they're not, then let's go ahead and chop your onions and garlic. For those of you, so like Ms. Thomas, like how your chicken is ready here, what you're gonna do is, let's see, you're gonna start, well, give us a minute. Let me see, Miss,
Yeah.
we have, because Kayla's gonna just be making the, she's gonna be just making.
You got somebody else on here.
Yeah, I know, I see Andrew, so Miss Brenda. So are you guys' onion and garlic already chopped up, or are you chopping it with me?
We are chopping with you.
Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and chop. And you know what, so Miss Thomas, in the meantime, you guys can actually you can slice your broccoli.
Oh, okay.
So you can prepare this, so we'll have this ready because we're gonna steam these. And we're just literally steaming it for like 2 or 3 minutes, okay? So go ahead and prep your broccoli. You can also prep your green onions. So these will be our garnish for after. After we finish making everything, you sprinkle it on top so we can start chopping.
He's actually doing his onions for his sauteing, so
Well,
I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I was gonna say I'm making a sauce, really.
We'll catch up with you when
Chef D2, I think you'll be right in our rhythm. We'll be in the same rhythm together.
Yeah, but right now I'm just cutting onions and trying not to cry.
Right. Try not.
But I have experienced worse pain from my friends not picking me up in Fortnite for no reason because they have enough heals and mats to save me.
That is absolutely worse pain than crying for the
Well, and also I learned that sometimes people cannot be saved. So,
Oh
someone
man.
don't save you in the game, it may happen to you in real life. So I got used to it real quick.
Oh my goodness, me too. Alrighty. So let's go ahead. Let's put our garlic together. And then let's do the same for our onion. And this is a really, so I don't know if you guys know, but Miss Maria, she's a part of our staff. She's from the Philippines. I actually have a friend from the Philippines. She actually sent me this recipe as well. And this is a really great recipe that's really simple. It's not hard at all. Let me get my smaller knife. And it's gonna be so good. Do any of you guys have any Filipino friends? Any friends from the Philippines?
A little bit. It's
I don't know anybody from the Philippines, but I have a teacher. One of my favorite teachers in high school, Miss Gonzalez, was from the Philippines.
Oh, and I have a friend that has Philippine origin.
Wonderful. I love how you said that, B2. I love how you said Filipino origin. So that means his parents or maybe his grandparents are from the Philippines.
Grandparents.
Huh?
She can't hear you. You have to come back over here.
I say grandparents.
His grandparents. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, right now, for myself, I'm doing diced pimentos,
Mm-hmm.
and ragu sauce, and onions. I'm
Ooh,
gonna saute this.
that's great. I'm just doing half of the onion, you guys. So half of our onion. And depending on how much you're cooking for, you can use the whole onion if you want. And of course, you guys, I always like to remind you guys the recipe that I send you is for like 2 to 4, like for 4 people. So if your family is bigger, feel free to adjust it so that, you know, everybody gets everything. So like even when we do the funnel cake, like the recipe will make like about 4 funnel cakes. But of course, if you ask more, then, you know, you can make more if you want to have extra, or if you have extra family members you want to make funnel cakes for. All right, so we've got these. Let's chop our green onions. So these will be ready for later. I'm actually just gonna chop off just the tippity top. And so just give these a chop here. So these we're gonna just put to the side for later when we're done. Mr. G, because I know where you're from is not far from, or where your family's from is not far from the Philippines. Do you have any friends that are from the Philippines or?
Yeah, we have like a family friend from the Philippines. Like, so we have a couple of them from the Philippines, and then also a few of my peers from the couple of peers in my master's program.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Awesome. So you guys, I think as one thing was really cool about going to college, but I think in general, in different spaces that you're in, you're gonna meet people from different places from around the world. Like I met a lady downtown, and she was from Zambia. Did I say that right? Yeah, she was from Zambia. And I assumed she was from like another country, and I asked her, it's funny, and she told me, so one thing that you want to do, and I guess don't do like me, don't assume someone is from a certain place. Ask them where they're from, because you don't want to offend anyone. I know, like for me, when I say, oh, I'm from the Caribbean, and people say, oh, are you from Jamaica? I'm like, no, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I think people in countries that are nearby each other, I think sometimes they kind of feel the same way. So just be mindful of that when you meet people for the first time that are from different places. Ask them where they're from versus like assuming like, oh, you've got to be from. Have you guys ever done that? Or have you seen anybody that has done that before? No? Well, I can admit I've done it. And so I had to, I was either corrected or, I was like, okay, next time I'm not gonna just assume where I think someone is from. I'm actually gonna ask them like, hey, I noticed like maybe you're from another country, do you mind me asking where you're from? And so we can be mindful of how we ask. And I think people are always happy to share. So when you meet a new friend, now you have a new friend from another country. So when it comes time for you to go to that other country, you could say, hey, where are the great places to go for this, for the restaurants? Where's a good place to go for the hotels and to go sightsee and to learn authentically about the culture? Just like if you have family that comes from another state and you're showing them around LA, right?
That's true. My son, my oldest son, went to, he traveled in so many different places growing up, from like age 10 to after he got out of high school. And one of the things that he said is that he learned like to eat other foods. He learned about the culture of different people and all of that. So that was really helpful for him and made him more diverse. Yeah. And actually, because of the fact that he had traveled to so many places, by the time he was doing his college interviews, and he was put into a program and they accepted him because he had been to so many different locations. So it shows that he was able to be diverse and had other experiences. Like some people think that you get in college because of academics, but they said that they look for well-rounded children when they put them in college, not just your academics, and it's not all about the academics, but they want you well-rounded. And so having those type of experiences that you're talking about allows kids to be well-rounded.
Yeah.
And that's what the colleges look for. That's what they want.
Guys, Miss Thomas is dropping great advice, because that's exactly what colleges are looking for. Exactly. They want someone who is well-rounded, who not only has good grades, but also has extracurricular activities. They're involved in other things. They are learning about other cultures. They're involved in different groups. So if you're involved in your church, if you're involved in a youth group, if you're involved in an organization or a club or something like that, those are all things that you put on your application when you apply to college, even for high schools. Depending on your high school, they may want, they have requirements where they want students to be diverse. And even when you have classes in high school, try different things. And those are all things that you can put down as things you've experienced, and it makes you stronger and it allows you to get experiences with different and all different kinds of people. So absolutely, yes, Miss Thomas. And
Also, Miss Christelle, I always encourage the youth that I talk to try to take a college class while you're in high school. Try to go to like a community college and take a class, because that allows you the experience of knowing kind of what college is like, what it's like, because it's a little different. It's different from high school.
yeah,
And so it gives you that experience as well.
absolutely. And you guys, you know what?
One other take is that I didn't do this while I was in high school, but like what D2 mom was saying is that like taking a class at the community college while in high school is a good experience, and it enriches you what the workload is like in college. So once you enter to a 4-year university, you're on the road. Like, wow, I feel much comfortable handling college workload.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are programs that are, that will pay for you to, you're ahead of the game, like Mr. G said, you're ahead, and they will pay for you to take it in high school. And so you're ahead of the game. So when you're graduating, there's students who are graduating with 4.2s and 4.3s, all that good stuff. So totally right, Ms. Thomas. Take some college courses while you're in high school, even like during the summer. And those are great opportunities as well.
And it also helps you to tackle the lower division course requirements, because you have to take some lower division requirements. And when you get into college, you start going to college, they'll waive those requirements because you already took them, especially if you passed them at the high school level. So that saves money. When you're in college, it saves from paying those $300-400 unit classes. It keeps you from having to pay that because you already took it.
I'm telling you guys, great advice in the room. All right, so we are gonna actually move over to the stove. So we have I have my marinated chicken here, and actually put the soy sauce with the vinegar is gonna help to break it down as well, and really give it that marinade. I actually put it in from last night, so it's gonna give it some real good flavor. Okay, even if you marinate for 20 minutes, it's still gonna be really good too. Okay, so we're gonna warm up how are you guys good with the chopping? Are we finished with our chopping? We chopped the broccoli, we chopped the green onions, we chopped our onions and garlic. And we also, so now we're gonna move. So before I move on, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Do you take off the skin?
I took off the skin of the chicken.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a skillet over high heat. We're gonna remove the chicken from the marinade and place it in the pan. Sear it on both sides until brown for about a minute on each side. Do not cook the chicken all the way through. After we take it out, then we're gonna add, depending on how much oil is still in the pan, we can add a little bit more oil, and then we'll put in the garlic and onion, and then we'll move from there. So let's go ahead. Let's warm up our. If you have a saute pan, or if you have your pot that you're gonna stew it down in, either one is gonna be just fine. Okay, I'm gonna move us over to the stove.
I would say it's easier to multitask between what I'm cooking and the class.
Yeah, absolutely. And D2, like how you said, if you like you making another, like an addition to your dish, that's totally fine, because what's really cool, you're using the same ingredients that we're using. You're using the onions. You said you're using onions and what else?
I use onions, broccoli, tomato sauce, and some seasoning, and that's it.
Some seasoning?
Yeah, a little bit of salt, I was a little bit Cajun seasoning, that's it.
That's fantastic. Okay, guys. Oh, hold on, let me get straight. Also, you guys, put your pot, put some water in your pot for the we're gonna cook your rice as well. So yes, D2, we're talking about multitasking. We're gonna multitask today. So we're gonna put your water to start boiling for the rice. And remember, for your rice, you're gonna wash it 3 times. Wash your rice 3 times, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of oil, 1 tablespoon, I'm sorry. So this is just gonna give it a little sear. Turn up on high heat. It's gonna give it a little color, just a little bit, but it's really gonna stew down really good.
And Miss Cassell, to be 100% honest with you, I'm basically making up this as I go to see what I've experienced that is actually not like that. I would say that is not that I would say that is not meat. So for example, I'm putting tomato sauce, onion, and seasonings with some rice, and some of the tomato sauce will be used in the rice. I want to give it a nice seasoned taste. and the broccoli will be eaten with the rice, and I'm probably gonna make something else with it too.
So you're doing. So you say you're doing an you're doing an alternative to the meat. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm doing an alternative to meat, and I'm probably gonna make something similar, but with the meat as well.
To try it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That is awesome, D2. I love that. And just like how we've been doing this whole semester, it is okay. It's like, I think being able to eat meat and not eat meat is good. So you'll have times where you'll do some chicken, and maybe there are other times when you do, something like the tofu or plantain or the mangoes, like how we did before, So go ahead, so put your chicken in. So for this recipe, it has us putting the chicken in and letting it go for a little bit, and then taking it back out, and then sauteing the onions and garlic. For me, I like, how you would do it a certain kind of way. If it was up to me, I would do the onions and the garlic and then put in the chicken and call it a day, right? One pot cooking. And so just put all your pieces in there, and it's just gonna go for a little bit, and then we're gonna saute the onions, the garlic, and we're gonna put that brown sugar. That brown sugar is gonna add a really great element to it. Have you guys ever cooked with brown sugar before?
We did when we did the where did we go? Jamaica? No, not Jamaica. We did one of the dishes with brown sugar when we did the thighs. No, when we did the oxtail.
It was Belize when we did. You're right.
Yeah, Belize. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. All right. So just turn your chicken over. Just give him a turn really quick. On my recipe here just said give them a little quick turn, and then we're gonna pull them out. We're gonna saute our onions and garlic, and then we're gonna add everything back in with the brown sugar and all that good stuff. Just give them a little spin. Okay, let that go for a little bit, and I'm just gonna grab my other bowl. Actually, you know what? You could put them back in this same bowl if you like, because this sauce is what's gonna go in there too. All right, so let's take our guys back out. Add some, this is already springing some water. Okay. Next time I'm gonna follow my mind because it's bringing this water. So just drain this liquid back into your bowl so you have a dry pan. You don't need to like wipe it out or wash it out or anything like that, because we're gonna put everything right back in. And be careful because it's hot. Careful because it's hot. All right, so oil, onions, garlic. Let me put my So let's put that 1 tablespoon back again. So while this is going here, we're gonna put in, let this kind of get translucent so where it gets a little clear. And we're also gonna add in the black pepper, the sugar, and let that cook down for a little bit. And then we're gonna add back in the chicken and all the sauce that's with it. Okay. So if you have your black pepper seeds, or if you have your fresh cracked ground black pepper, you can drop those in. So like I have the black peppercorns. Actually, I have the black peppercorn. If you have like your ground, like your black pepper mill, so I have it in the two different ways. So I'll put some of these guys in there. I like my food spicy. And then you can go ahead and add some of the sugar. So for our sugar, we're putting 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Those black peppercorn seeds smell good. You can kind of turn your fire down just a touch, so it's not too high. And I'm gonna put about 2. So with this, you can add a little bit of water. So what we're doing is browning the sugar, and it's gonna make it, it's called browning. This is also the same way that you make caramel. So that gets a nice brown color there. Let's go ahead and add our chicken back in. I don't know if y'all remember that commercial. It says, set it and forget it. So let's add our chicken back in. And chicken's gonna pick up all that pretty color. Kind of turning around in there as you're putting it in. And after you finish putting it all in, pour in all the sauce and just cover it down. And we're gonna So here's where we're gonna put our fire on medium heat. So also see to get your rice. Let's get your rice going. And so put your 2 cups of rice. Cover that down. And then I still have my, if you still have your steamer, if you have your steamer that has the bottom like that, like I have this one that has a bigger, this is a bigger one. You guys always move your handles away from you, like on the side. That's a note when you're cooking. So we're gonna put our broccoli in here to steam, and you're gonna put the water to heat up for like until it's boiling, and then you're gonna put it to steam. So once we get all, so you should have 3 pots on, and we're gonna start putting together our batter for the funnel cake. So, I'm gonna switch places. So actually, I'm gonna let the water heat up a little bit more, and then I'll be ready. So this broccoli is just gonna steam for like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, because you still want it to be crunchy. That's a really cool thing about a steamer. Still gonna keep your vegetables crunchy. Are you guys coming along?
Okay.
All right. Thank you for responding. Woohoo.
Hey, obviously, do we put the marinade back over the chicken when we put it in the skillet the second time?
Say that one more time.
Do we put the marinade in the skillet the second time with the chicken?
Yes. So put the chicken back into the skillet with the onions, the garlic, your black pepper, your brown sugar, with the sauce and the marinade. Pour the marinade in there too. So that's gonna cook down with everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, it's not even ready. It's already smelling good. Woo-hoo-hoo. So while these are going, we're gonna start putting our let's start mixing up our batter for the funnel cake. On the recipe I put on there for you guys to add an egg. But I know depending on what kind of pancake mix you got, like this one. So this one is the Krusteaz one. And this one says just add water. So I think there's some that will say add an egg, and there were others that just say add water. So it's totally up to you if you want to add the egg or not. I put the egg just in case because I knew there may be some pancake mixes that may say yes, add an egg. So it just depends on whatever kind of pancake mix you got. If it doesn't say add an egg, you don't have to. All right. Are you guys ready for our funnel cake time? Funnel cake time, funnel cake time. Funnel cake time, funnel cake time, funnel cake time. Okay. This water's still going. So I'll get there. Okay. So we're gonna get So we're gonna have our pancake mix. You're gonna have 1/2 cup of water, vanilla extract. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Vanilla extract, powdered sugar. Oops. powdered sugar. So the egg, if you're going to use the egg. And then 2 cups of vegetable oil for frying. Oh, you know what too? Let's actually come. I'm going to move back over to the table so we can chop up our strawberries and then we can mix our batter and then we'll come back to the stove. And you guys, whatever kind of fruit you have, if you have blueberries or strawberries, or any other kind of fruit that you like, pineapple, put it on a funnel cake. It's totally up to you. It's you guys, so. Clean off your station. Okay. Clean off your station here. And then let's start mixing. You're also going to need a Ziploc bag, you guys. If you have a container, Miss Thomas, I know you said you have a kit. Miss Thomas has a funnel cake kit with D2 and Miss Thomas.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have your funnel cake kit, then you can break that out. If not, then just grab you a Ziploc bag and actually grab like a bowl or because when we start filling the batter, we're gonna open it up and you can put it in a or if you have a cup that has a wide mouth, even if it's a bowl like this, so when you pour it in, it'll go straight in. But something with a wide mouth would be great.
All right.
So we're gonna get there in a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and get these strawberries chopped up, and then we're gonna start mixing our batter. You can just go ahead and pull off a lot of times, you know, I see people that cut if you want to, you can cut out the stem in here if you like, but you don't want to waste your strawberries. You don't want to waste food. Careful while you're doing this part. So your chicken should be, now's a good time to turn it down low. So it's gonna do that low and slow. And all the water that's in it is actually gonna dry out. These you can cut it just going straight across. If you want to cut them in squares, you can. You can just cut these down as well too. I'll eat that one. Mm. So these we can just put to a side when we're ready. Oh. We're gonna add 1 cup of buttermilk. Thank you. You guys check on your broccoli.
In order to say how much vanilla do we put?
Vanilla, you're gonna put 1 teaspoon. So 1 cup. Okay. So I'm gonna improvise a little bit. Let's go ahead and put 2 cups, okay? You guys. I don't know about you guys, but I want some funnel curd. And then, you know, if you're making it for other family, everybody can get some. Yeah.
That's what I used to love about going to the carnival and to Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm, because that was the best funnel cake ever.
That's good. And what's really cool is you're gonna see how when you make it from home, you're gonna get that same funnel cake experience. You're gonna be transported to the fair. Right? We're gonna have a fair experience at the house. All right, you guys, sidebar. Your broccoli should be done. Is your water boiling? Is your broccoli steaming? Is it kind of like that green? You see, it's kind of like that green color is shining out. Is your broccoli? So now's a good time to turn off your broccoli, just like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so you can turn off broccoli. our vanilla, let's add the, if your recipe calls for the egg, add the egg. And so because we doubled it up, let's put 1 cup of water. You guys, give me a minute. My vanilla's hiding. So slowly mix it in here. And add enough water so that it should be the consistency of like pancake mix. And a good tip, you guys, when you're mixing, shift for your bowl.
Miss Krista,
Yes.
I already did my funnel cake.
Oh, you already made yours?
Yeah, I made them for my sister.
Oh, you were right. Okay. So one thing I noticed here, so hold on, Kayla, I want to see your funnel cakes. I want to see how they come up. So you guys, one thing I'm noticing here about my dough, it's really thick here, so I'm gonna add some more water to it. Okay, and it says to add cold water. So it should be like ribbons. It should be like swirling down. So let me add some more water. And just add it in slowly until you get the consistency that we're looking for.
Miss Krista, I'm showing it.
Oh, you're showing us, Mr. G, can you take us over to the land of Kayla in funnel cake land? Mr. G, can we spotlight Kayla? Yeah.
Wait, sorry, that's what I'm doing right now. I already did.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, can you turn the screen on, Miss Kayla? Can you turn your video camera on? There you go. See, I want to see your funnel cake.
Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm using a spoon for this. Use a whisk. It's going to add air into it.
Oh, awesome. Take a look, Miss Christelle.
Ooh, Kayla. Yum.
Oh, Kayla.
Ooh,
Good.
that looks yummy. How many have you made already?
Can you repeat that?
Oh, she asked, how many funnel cakes did you make?
5.
5. Mhm.
So whisk it like this. I'm gonna add some air into it for that ribbon where it doesn't break. And get an arm workout. All right, so once you are, make sure you add in your, my vanilla is trying to hide from me. So look, I'm gonna add in some almond extract. How about that? I'm only adding almond because my vanilla is trying to hide. No problem. All right, so now you can transfer it to your you're gonna pour into your plastic bag. Let me get a so anything that's deep, like I'm using a mug, but this has like a really wide rim. And take your
Funnel. If you have a funnel, Miss Christelle, it might work. You have a funnel.
Yes.
Funnel?
You can do it, so you can do it a couple ways. So you can do it like this, where you pour it directly from your bowl into here, or if you have a funnel, you can put your funnel. I've got one of those too. And you guys, the reason why it's called funnel cake, because normally when you use it, like I saw another recipe where the lady, she poured the mixture in here into the funnel and she just moved her finger from the space. And that's why it's called funnel cake, because it's coming out of the funnel. So whatever you have, if you have a funnel, you can use your funnel and pour it in here so it goes straight in. Or if you don't have a funnel, you can just pour it straight into here and just put it all the way down to the cup, because we're gonna snip the little tip here, and that's what we're gonna squeeze it out from. Or if you have a bottle, like a squirt, like a squirt bottle, you can use that as well for. You guys, I'm gonna taste my batter. Right in there. All right, so you guys, when you're cooking, if you feel like you need to add a little bit of something else, like go ahead and add it. Like I feel like I want to, like I add, that's why I added some more of this. Add just a little bit more of the batter. You should have these ribbons. You see how it's not breaking? That's what you're looking for. So actually, I'm gonna go like this. All right, so after it's in your Ziploc bag, kind of like tie it off a little bit. And then we're gonna now is a good time to get your oil going. Get your oil going. Now is a good time to check on your chicken, give it a stir. Check on your rice, give that a stir. Your broccoli should be off. All right. You guys, I just checked my rice. So it should be fluffy like that. It's just gonna cook for a little bit more and then the rice is done too. So let's get the oil for the
Todd Fitzpatrick.
this you're gonna kind of like, you're gonna hold it like this when we start. And we're gonna snip there and then it's gonna, pour into the, do it like that till we're ready. Let me come on over to the stove. And you guys, depending on the size of your bowl, depending on the size of your pot that you're using, like I was thinking, so we're going to be using oil. So because we're using oil, we don't want to use an excessive amount of oil if we don't need to. Okay, so 2 cups of vegetable oil should be good. And if you have a pot that's about the size of the funnel cake that you want, use a smaller pot, a smaller, deeper pot. So give it the deep fry, but then it will give you that size of the funnel cake. It won't be too wide, okay? And so pour in 2 cups of oil. We're gonna let that oil heat up. And once we'll know it's heated up. We'll know it's ready because you're gonna take some of your batter and drop it in. And if it floats right up to the top, that lets you know that it's ready. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Okay, so I was telling you guys to make sure that when you're working with oil that you're be careful not to put any water or let any water splash onto it, because that can the oil can pop back out at you. Okay, so I'm gonna do the test. So drop a piece of dough into your so I'll let you know if it's ready. So see, my oil is not hot enough because it went all the way down to the bottom. So it's not ready just yet. So let it heat up some more. I'm gonna do one more test. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw how when it landed, but it came up faster. So I think it's almost there. It's almost there. All right. Now, if it's ready for you, the art to it, you can go in a figure 8 and circles with your funnel cake. Okay, so I'm gonna snip the tip of my thing, and let's get making it. So go in a figure. So circles, figure eights. You guys on your chicken, you can crack a little bit from it so the steam can come out. And then so it can really, all that liquid can start working down. How are you guys coming?
We're good.
All right, that's good. Oh, and also grab a paper towel and put it on a plate so it can absorb the excess oil. Okay. All right, so make as many of these you as you like. So I'm taking out my first funnel cake. Dun, dun, dun. And make sure to get out all the little pieces too. And make as many as you like. Use up all your batter. All right. How are your funnel cakes tasting, you guys? Give it a taste. All right, teamwork. Make sure someone's checking on your rice should be done. Your broccoli is done. Your chicken. Check on your chicken, you guys. And then Kayla, how about you? Did you you can dust yours with the powdered sugar. Did you do that with your sifter? Are you guys funnel cakes coming out crispy? think as one thing I'm noticing, you guys, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way too, but as you do it more and more, it's like it gets better and better. Like the temperature, like how your funnel cake is coming out. Oh. Kayla, how many funnel cakes do you have now? Or does anybody want to show us their funnel cake? Show us what it looks like. You guys, how's your chicken coming? When your chicken is like flaky like this a little bit, it kind of lets you know that it's almost about done. Yeah. All right, you guys. So if you got some funnel cakes, if your rice is done, how about you guys' chicken? How's your chicken coming? Is your chicken finished?
You have to unclip. There you go. Almost.
Okay. Yeah, mine still has a lot of liquid in it, so the chicken tastes finished, but I want the sauce to go down. So it's almost like a syrup, almost like thick like that. So I'm cracking my pot so that steam can come out. So it's gonna let that liquid dry out. All right. So I'm gonna let this go. And then let's start dressing up our funnel cakes. Let's start putting the powdered sugar on it. I know Kayla, you probably already did that already. She probably already ate all her funnel cakes already. So you can dress it up with the powdered sugar, your ice cream, and your strawberry. Oh yeah, it's been a good crispiness on it. So you guys, you put the powdered sugar, and then you could put the strawberries, so put a layer of strawberries, and then you could put a layer of ice cream on top, and you could put some more strawberries. You know, have fun with it. If you want to make it how you want it. A little bit more right on top of that.
Miss Krista,
Yes.
I have a sweet cream that I make to pour on it. It's like it's made with sweet condensed milk and powdered sugar and a little bit of vanilla flavor, and you pour it all over the funnel cake.
What?
I'll show you in a second when D2 does his presentation.
Mama,
That
my
looks
stuff is done.
so good. Oh my God.
I think my stuff
That
is
looks
done.
excellent. Look, look, look.
Yes, nice.
Oh my gosh. Just make you want to eat.
My little 10
I would 10 out of 10 put my face.
Take a picture before ice cream.
it tempered. I was like, oh God, my time. Yes, please, you guys take a picture and let's see your funnel cakes. Let's see how you guys come with your meals as well. I know the chicken is probably the one that's coming. So let's spotlight you so we can see how yours looks. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Looks good, Ms. Christelle.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Other students, I want to see yours. And what about the chicken?
Yeah, we're gonna see. All right, so my chicken is almost there. The sauce is it's going down. So I cracked the top of my my pot, and I turn up the fire just a touch. So I wanted the liquid to evaporate out of it. So you guys, cooking is like an experiment. You know, like it didn't, you know, it's not like how you think. So you're like, okay, let me try this. Let me try that. So for sure, feel free to do it. And then you'll be surprised sometimes you try something new and you'll be like, whoa. I'm so tempted, you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna wait. Should we have our dessert first, you guys, today? Or should we be patient? I do too. I see you coming over there. Kayla, how are you doing over there with yours? While we're waiting for each other, this is a good time to clean up your station like I'm doing.
Okay. And I'll go say, look at my funnel cake.
Okay, let's see your funnel cake, D2. It's coming. Mr. G, you can take me off and let's see his. Let's take up the full screen. Oh,
Oh man.
yes, D2. Yes, you done well.
Is that his funnel cake?
Yes. That looks so good, D2. D2, can you zoom out? We have a good zoom in. Let's look. Can you zoom out of there? Zoom out a little bit. Come on, come on. Yes. And then did you layer it up? What? You did a double decker? A 2-story funnel cake?
So I'll just say, so what I did was I took the funnel cake mix, and instead of like making a funnel cake,
Yeah.
I took like what's it called, a spoon or a
Whisk.
whisk, and just like dropped it in there, like I was testing the oil multiple times.
Yeah.
Flipped it over, cooked it, and then put it on my plate. And then I made the peach and strawberry glaze.
What?
And-
That's fast. I knew. I'm like, that's not strawberry. Those are peaches. Oh, come on, peach and strawberry glaze.
And then put vanilla ice cream on it.
Yes.
And powdered sugar.
Yeah.
And then
You see, because we.
Oh, and then my mom has hers.
Yes. Miss.
so this is mine. Uh-oh.
This looks
Yours
good.
is perfect. Oh my.
I can't get the strawberry to stay. So I did this one with the cream, with the sweet cream.
Yeah.
On there, and I don't eat a lot. I don't like strawberries on my funnel cake, so I just have
Gotcha.
ice cream and the powdered sugar. And then this is my niece's with just the strawberries.
Yeah, strawberry and powdered sugar.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
Take a picture. Don't eat that.
Yeah, take a picture first. I know, right? It's
Don't
like I'm
eat it. Take a
I'm not
picture.
gonna eat. I'm trying to put the spoon.
Okay, put the spoon right there. Don't eat it.
too. It's like tough, right? I know how you feel. I'm here waiting like da 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 da. I know it's gonna be so worth it. Oh, it's gonna be so worth it. Yes, D2. So now D2, you can make this whenever. I know your mom said she has a kit. So you can make this anytime. Did you guys make this a lot before, D2? Were you guys funnel caking machines over there?
No. No, we did not make it a lot.
Well, now you see how to make it. So this is how they do it at the carnival. Of course, they use like different instruments at the carnival, but it's the same technique. Yeah, it's just this simple. All right. How's our chicken coming? Kayla, how are you doing over there? Miss Andrew, how are you doing over there?
It is ready.
Well, your chicken?
Did you wrap it?
Yeah. How's your chicken? Is the sauce dried out?
Yeah. Let me show it.
Kayla, how's yours coming? Andrews, how's yours coming in? So if you're ready, go ahead and play everything up. So you're gonna put your rice.
Yeah. Oh.
Sprinkle the green chives on top. Okay, come on, Miss Brenda. You say you.
I can make it.
Okay. Yeah. You gonna have to hold it. You gonna have to pick up the phone. Can't wait to see yours too. Kayla, I want to see yours as well with the ice cream. Yours is probably gone. Your family probably ate it too.
Agarra tu comida.
Ajá.
They don't say shit when the parents are around. They're thinking like
They're
Ay,
pussies. ¿Qué pasó?
Ve callado si comida hubo algo.
Ok. Está bien. No sé.
Here, turn on the video. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, you know what too, you guys? You guys already told me what countries we're gonna travel, some countries that you guys want to travel, for us to travel to in the summer. But are there any desserts you guys want us to make in the summer? Ooh, we could for sure do an icy. Ooh, because it's gonna be hot. We could do a smoothie, but it's like icy. All right, let me know, let me know. Okay, so I've got chicken adobo. Miss Brenda, let me know when you're ready, okay? No pressure. All right, Ajit, you want to come on
I
over?
already show it.
Oh,
No, you did? Where?
Yes.
what, Miss Christelle?
Yes.
Oh, what'd you say?
Oh, I was saying, Miss Brenda, can you show it back again? We didn't see it. Did you guys see Miss Brenda?
She showed me,
They're
but
already eaten.
Well, send me a picture. It's okay.
I already sent you a picture.
She's like, I'm already eating it. It's already destroyed.
I sent already a picture.
Yeah, send me the picture. And then how's you guys' food? So Mr. G, can you spotlight my screen? So your adobo. So you got your rice, your chicken, and your broccoli here on the side.
yum.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys plate it up, and then we got a feast here. Dun, dun, dun. A great
Joy.
feast. What'd you say? It's joy? Yes.
I said enjoy it.
Oh, enjoy. And Mr. G, if you want to cook with us one time, you sure can.
Absolutely.
So we'll be having our class in the summer, and we'll be cooking on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Starting June. So the week of June 28th, summer camp starts June 21st with the basketball camp, our Sean Patterson Memorial Basketball Camp. Well, on the 28th, we'll have the all the classes, private tutoring, all the STEM activities happening on the starting on the 28th. So that June 30th, that we would have the first world language and culture class. Let you guys take a picture and then let's dig in. All right. Oh yeah.
I'll go say, here's my plate.
I do too. Yes.
Looks good.
I love the color on your chicken. Oh, Miss Chop. Oh, we forgot to put the greens. Yes. Put your green scallions on top. What? Fancy. That is beautiful, you guys. I forgot to put the green onions. So put your green onions. Wow. I love the presentation. Wonderful, wonderful.
Miss Christelle, I learned when we did the last class
Yes.
that if you take the green onion and slice them, they'll curl.
Ooh.
If you slice them the long way, like
Yeah.
open them up and slice them, they curl and make little circles or lines, and they make them curl, and that's how it's decorated the plate.
Okay.
So I gotta talk to Alicia so we can come up with some decorative things.
Yeah.
Just trial and error, but yeah.
Absolutely. But that's how you figure out how to do stuff. You try something, you're like, oh, I can get it to look like that, and put the presentation to make it look really cool. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That marinade is everything on here. Chicken is tender. It has good flavor. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm gonna go over to the ice cream because it's melting. Mm. Mm-hmm. You see that? It was like in funnel cake heaven. Miss Brenda, how'd your food come out?
Excuse me?
How'd your food come out?
It's good. The sauce for the chicken is not thick.
Mm-hmm.
Good in flavor. It tastes good, really good.
Yes. And the thing is, if there's still a lot of liquid in your thing, crack your pot, crack the edge of the lid on your pot so that the steam can come out. And you may need to turn up your fire just a touch. But if you let the steam come out, then it'll evaporate. So then you'll that's
Okay. The funnel cake we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't the funnel cake because I don't know where is the bag from the thing that we used to mix it.
Mm-hmm.
I lost it. So I missed one ingredient, so maybe later or tomorrow. But
No
the chicken is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I add another veggies
Yes.
like carrot
Mm-hmm.
and corn for the steamy veggies.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That sounds great. Ain't nothing like some vanilla ice cream. What's your guys' favorite ice cream? I know you guys are eating. Anybody can answer. Mr. G, you too. What's your favorite ice cream?
Oh, yeah. So my favorite ice cream is chocolate ice cream And I like also like caramel ice cream.
Mine is pistachio. I love the pistachio.
Yeah. Pistachio. I love to it's called peppermint. And they have pieces of peppermint in it. So it almost tastes kind of chewy. It's so good. And then like I love vanilla. Pistachio is one of my favorites too, Miss Brenda. D2 and Kayla and Miss Thomas, what do you guys favorite ice cream?
I would say my favorite ice cream would be cookie dough.
Mm-hmm. That's good. D2, I love the color on your chicken. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. It was my mom that insisted on having that color.
Yeah, that's a good color. You know, we want our chickens to have some color to it. And yeah.
Miss Christel, my favorite ice cream is homemade ice cream. I really like homemade vanilla ice cream. And I'll eat mint chip ice cream. And then Napolitan.
Okay. Nice. Kayla, what about you? Andrew, what about you? Mm-hmm. So good you want to do a dance? So good you want to do a dance? This was awesome. Oh, you know what? You guys didn't tell me what kind of desserts you guys want us to do. Maybe we could do another dessert.
Homemade ice cream.
Now, when you make homemade ice cream, do you use a special like maker?
Vanilla.
Oh, great! Andrew, thank you. Come on, sis.
I like vanilla.
Thank you for sharing, Andrew. You two, how do you guys make your ice cream?
And we never made homemade ice cream. But because my mom keeps leaving her ice cream maker at my auntie's house.
Okay.
But if we did have the ice cream maker, well, the way we would make it is by taking a big like Ziploc bag.
Take it out.
And take the ice.
Yeah.
And some salt.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then taking a small bag.
Yeah.
Putting your cream, your flavoring, your sugar.
Yeah.
And that stuff. And put it in the big bag, shake it up, boom, ice cream.
Come on, I know how to make it that way too. Let's do it. You two, you want us to do it?
Yes.
Let's do it. And then you can put whatever flavor you want. If you want to add M&Ms to it, or if you want to add peanuts or sprinkles or almonds or strawberries. Ooh, fresh strawberries. Ooh. If you want to be fancy and add some mint to it, some basil ice cream. Ooh, create some new ice creams. If you want to add peanut butter to it. Add all kinds of flavors to it. Well, you guys, this semester has been so much fun. I've had the best time with you guys. And YouTube, thank you for joining us. I know it's always like super long because we're doing it live and in real time. And so thank you for viewing with us, whoever's watching on YouTube. And students, you can watch this back as well whenever you like, and see how we made our recipes. And all the recipes we're actually going to put together in a virtual cookbook, so you can use them whenever you want. So you could be like, oh, so when you're talking with family, you say, do you guys want to go to Jamaica today? Do you want to go to the Philippines today? And you're going to transport them there with food. Wouldn't that be cool? That you actually make. Yeah. All right. So Miss Thomas, D2, Mr. Ajit, Andrew, Miss Brenda, Mileva, Kayla, all of you, thank you guys so much. I know for some of our students that aren't here today, you know who you are, and we appreciate all your contributions to our class. So you guys have a great dinner. I'm gonna tear it up.
Thank you, Miss Christelle, for such a great you teach us a lot of different things. I get excited with this class.
Yay!
No matter how I feel, I say I'm gonna sit back and then I end up just helping the kids and dealing with it later. But it's a great experience to be able to for the parents to be able to be invited to work with the kids and participate.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, the virtual graduation.
Yes. Yes, just thank you, Mr. G, for reminding us. Tomorrow's a virtual graduation, so all of our graduates, we're gonna celebrate you.
And then I worked on the slides, like I added creativity.
Yes, yes, Mr. G is working on our slides too. So thank you, Mr. G, for all your hard work as well.
Thank you. Oh yeah, and then I think on the slides it's good enough. I added everybody's cap, the gown, but not the cap.
Yes. Awesome, awesome. All right, thank you guys. Thank you to everyone. And you guys have a great night. Have a great dinner. Look, I know y'all gonna have some more of this funnel cake. Y'all gonna make like round 2 later or something like that. So you guys have fun and enjoy your time together. It's all about family, food, fun, travel, and learning about each other. So I love you guys, and you guys be well, and we'll see you in the summer.
Bye, Mr.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye, everybody. Bye, Kayla.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Brenda. Bye, Andrew. Bye. Adios.